Well, it's our second day here at Henry's. Just sitting in out of the sun into the shade. I'm actually editing a video for you guys right now, just so I'm a couple ahead. Over the next couple weeks before we get home, I like to have the cruising videos in line. Every Thursday I'm releasing a cruising video, plus all my in-between videos. It was just, I jumped up to grab the camera to film some boats blasting by here, and as you can tell by the wake, as with everywhere, there's a lot of inconsiderate boaters that don't even consider slowing down because they don't mind their wake. They don't look behind them. But I guarantee you, if any of those guys were tied up here, they'd be cursing the guy that just blew by and thrown off a 2-foot wake, bouncing around. Anyways, that said, it is a beautiful day. It's a hot day. Started off cloudy. It's semi-overcast, but the weatherman is threatening thunderstorms possible tonight. Yeah, there's a severe storm watch out. I read on my app, winds up to 90 kilometers per hour, which is really severe. But again, we're secure to the dock. This is the reason that we wanted to be tied up somewhere for tonight, knowing that this weather was forecast already a couple days back. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit nicer, and I have made arrangements to go to Parry Sound, Big Sound Marina, so that's going to be our spot for tomorrow, because winds are supposed to die down overnight and into the morning, so that should be good. But I am going to be starting the barbecue within the next hour, so it's going to be a little bit earlier tonight just because they're threatening rain by 6 o'clock. What time is it now? Around 3? Yeah, it's around 3, so
if the barbecue will even stay lit.
Yeah, we'll start the barbecue around 4 o'clock and hope for the best. Should be okay. And yeah, that's about it for now. One thing I just want to make mention of is it's surprising how quiet this place is today. We woke up and there was not one single boat in here apart from us and one of the staff boats, and that was it. So we were the only ones that there was, I think, 3 other boats that overnighted, but everybody cleared out. Now the thing is that the restaurant is closed today. Mondays is their day off, so there's nobody coming in for the restaurant. Yesterday the restaurant was just hopping, busy, but mostly smaller local boats. Yeah, but
ice cream.
yeah, well, the ice cream shack is open too, so they're open from noon till 9. 5 noon till 5. And also, if you wanted to come in and get a spot here for overnighting, they're here to take your money as well and arrange for that. But it's just, after all the years of coming here, it was surprising to see that there's absolutely no boats here. One boat came in, a looper, this morning, helped them in onto the dock, and they're the only ones that, by the sights of it, are going to be spending overnight. There was a sailboat that came in briefly. It was only here for a couple hours, then took off. And a couple little boats come in for ice cream, but that's it. So, just surprising to see. Like I say, after all the years and many times that we've visited this place, whether they're open or not, day or night, the place was always packed. But whatever. I'm sure it will pick up again tomorrow in the morning when the restaurant opens up again. Well, it's Tuesday morning and we are ready to head out. And we're just about to cast off the lines from Henry's and head off to our next destination. Okay, so ends our visit to our return visit to Henry's. First time back in 4 years. It was different. Let's leave it at that. you know what it's like when you go to a place a number of times and you have a similar experience, and then because one thing or other thing it changes, well, it kind of changed for us. So still love Henry's. I just don't think it's going to be the destination location for us so much anymore. A nice place to stop on the way, but we've stayed there in the past 3-4 nights in a row and enjoyed it thoroughly. Not that this was an unenjoyable trip or visit, but like I say, it's just different. And like I say, I'm going to leave it at that. So it is about 10:30 on Tuesday morning as we continue northward, and like I said, we're heading up to Parry Sound. Now, to go to Parry Sound, there's a couple ways to do it. We're going to take the most directest route, which is going to take us off the main small craft route. So the main small craft route will continue northward, but just up here I have to turn off to the right towards starboard, just past Turning Island. Now, if you remember back in the winter when I was talking about charts and all sorts of other neat nifty stuff, I was telling you how the very first time we came up here, how I got completely discombobulated when we went around this corner, because there was and is and should be a bifurcation buoy, which I did not see on the charts and I did not see on the chart plotter, but is now in my mind. It's well marked on the charts, and the chart plotter should steer us true. Anyways, I can see where we're going to make the turn up here at Turning Island. Just when we do that turn, like I say, more towards starboard, that will head us generally somewhat eastward into the town of Parry Sound through a waterway called South Channel. So there is that infamous red, green, red bifurcation buoy, and in this distance you can see beyond there the markers, which will carry one north on the main small craft route. Today we are heading east through South Channel. More signs of the extreme high water levels as we just passed a little ice cream place on the corner here, just on the west side of 7 Mile Narrows, which we're passing through now. And as you can see, their deck and their, obviously the inside, their floor is all underwater. And the water level is still rising here on Georgian Bay, incredibly. 53 inches, I believe it is, above datum as of the last reading. Now this beautiful spot that we're going through, the aforementioned 7 Mile Narrows, is where we had come through. Well, the first time we came through here, we saw a bear swimming across the channel, and that was so neat. So when we got to Parry Sound to commemorate that event, because the first time we ever seen a bear on Georgian Bay, matter of fact, it's the first time I've ever seen a bear in the wild, we had to get Wilbur. And that's why we have Wilbur on the boat. Now let's juxtapose the incredibly high water levels of today with the incredible low, scary low water levels of 2012. There was actually talk about making this zone through here unnavigable for larger craft because the water levels had dropped so much. I think it went down to like 2 feet below datum there, something like that. I'll look, I'll flash it on the screen. But either way, it's been a huge turnaround from the water levels, as is all of the Great Lakes. All the Great Lakes are record high water levels right now. You saw when we were in Lake Ontario how high it was there, and everybody's complaining about that down there, understandably so. But the problem is that this body of water, Georgian Bay, which is part of Lake Huron, which is at the same level as Lake Michigan, all drains down towards Lake Erie, and then Lake Erie drains into Lake Ontario, and then eventually it finds its way out to the Atlantic Ocean through the St. Lawrence Seaway. So that's a lot of water to move down. So there's only so much that can be done without causing massive flooding further downstream. Now remember, also upstream of here is Lake Superior, which is the biggest freshwater lake in the world by surface area, and it is draining into Lake Huron, Georgian Bay, Lake Michigan, and again all that water finds its way down through the rest of the Great Lakes. So massive volumes of water. And as another very interesting aside, I read once years ago, back when the water levels were low and I was researching all of this stuff, it says it takes a drop of rainwater that lands in the north part of Lake Superior 100 years to reach the Atlantic Ocean. Think about that. There's a railway swing bridge just before you enter into Parry Sound, and I didn't anticipate that we would need a swing, but we got there exactly on the hour. That thing is supposed to swing every hour on the hour, and we got here right at noon. Perfect timing, and there was a boat waiting to come in, a carver fly bridge on the other side, so it was swinging the bridge anyway, so we took advantage of it. So we'll see how that works when we leave in a couple of days. So we have now entered into Parry Sound, and our destination for today is right over there, Big Sound Marina. Now if you saw that shot of that plane coming overhead, there's Georgian Bay Airways, which is just down there, right beside us. So we will be seeing planes coming and going. If you remember, I'll put a link in the description to a video that I did when Anchor Girl and I, 3 years ago, we drove up here by car, got a hotel, and then we got into one of those planes and flew over to Henry's, where we just left from today, for dinner, and then flew back in here. And that was a nice, fun, exciting little plane ride. First time Anchor Girl ever been in a plane that small, so that was neat. Hello.
How are you? Excellent.
Do you want to lower your foremost fender there just a little bit? Going closest, yeah, closest to the bow. There you go. hit the dock when we land, that's all.
Save you some big ones.
Thanks.
Looking good though.
Yeah. I might even just grab your stern for now and then.
Yep.
The captain's doing a great job here, so.
Yep, you're doing good.
Just swing,
to,
swing the ass end around.
Oh, it's there. You're on the dock.
Good, perfect.
Yeah, you're good there. We'll probably
stern's
just tie
on
you up
here,
here.
Captain, you're good.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, any questions or whatever? I got it for you right now.
I smell French fries.
They smell so good. We were talking about that on the way down.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Alright, no problem, guys. Just let us know if you need anything else. I'll see you there in a little bit. No problem. Take your time.
We've walked in town to the liquor store.
So yeah, we made it as you saw there in that video. Just shy of 2 hours, running slow. And that was from leaving that dock to getting onto this dock. So we are back in Parry Sound, Big Sound Marina. I'm gonna hook up shore power, top up with water, and then Anchor Girl and I are gonna take a cab into town because we have some grocery shopping. And yeah, we gotta hit Canadian Tire too, need a couple of things on the boat, including a squishy carpet for my feet, so don't let me forget. So yeah, happy to be here, happy to be back, and it's gonna be a beautiful day. It was a stupendous day driving over here again. Just enough of a breeze to keep it comfortable. So back in Parry Sound.